Greetings everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I know once again it has been a long time between videos, and I have to apologize for that, but I've been very busy at work lately. I've mentioned this before that I'm a courier for a, probably the biggest delivery company in the United States, or one of the biggest ones anyway. And it's Christmas season, holiday season, and I've been, working extra hours and been very, I wouldn't say overwhelmed yet, but I'm sure it's forthcoming. But been really busy with work, and outside of that, it's been sort of indulging myself in other interests lately, and other than that, it's just been some personal stuff has been going on. It's kind of kept me on the tip of my toes, and it's been rough because it's, well, one of our cats is probably going to have to be put down soon, and it's been pretty rough on me and my wife, and we're just, I have a feeling by the time I get around to actually publishing this video, the cat, Bailey, will probably be gone. So if you're a cat lover, cat owner, and you've gone through that, I guess you kind of know, but if you haven't, it's really hard. It's been hard on me. So my mind hasn't been in a very good place lately, I guess, as you can probably imagine. And outside of that, like I said, I've just been indulging other interests and stuff like that lately. And I didn't want to go on a break again right after I was on a break all summer, but I don't know. I guess that's just how things turned out. So it is what it is, I guess. But I'm back here today with a new video, and first one in over a month, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So over the course of the years that I've done this channel, a lot of people have messaged me and said, like, dude, I love the channel, and could you review my music on the channel? And it's always been a thing where I always told people, it has to be physical music. If you don't have a physical release, I'm not going to do it. And I've really stuck to that too. I've just the point of this channel always was to promote physical music and to remind people that physical music is still a thing, and it's important in today's music scene, especially the dark ambient scene. But I decided that, once, and I know I did the Bandcamp review video a while ago, and it seemed like you guys liked it a lot too. So I kind of decided recently that I was gonna, start allowing some of the people that were messaging me to send them, let them send me download codes for their albums, and I would review them here. The thing of it is here, though, is I'm throwing a sort of a curveball at myself and you guys, because I've decided to do this in a very sort of, I guess, reaction style, because I haven't listened to these artists at all since they sent me this stuff. And some of these artists sent me these albums, asked me to review them already, like, I think 2 or 3 months ago. So I've been kind of putting this off for a while, but I just was watching some of my old videos this morning, and I just, it's a Sunday afternoon, and I was like, what the heck, let's do a video. So here we are, we're going to do it. So if you recall the Bandcamp roulette video I did, I don't know what that was, earlier in the year or whatever it may have been, but I was playing music off my computer, but my computer speakers, as they are pretty shitty. So I'm going to play all these albums off my little Bluetooth speaker here. This is the same Bluetooth speaker I use in my work truck at work, and quite honestly, it's a fabulous speaker, which I found at Walmart of all places, made by Soundcore. It's about $100. It's got great bass, and music actually sounds better on this thing than it does on my computer speakers, so that's what we're going to listen to this via. Alright guys, well, if you're familiar with the Bandcamp app, you will know that when you add a new album to it, it'll say new, as you can see right here from my phone. If it focuses, which it is now, you can see 2 new albums at the bottom there, which I just added with the download codes. The artist we're going to be checking out first today is called Grusen, if I'm saying it right. And the artist wanted me to check out their new EP called Fragments. He also sent me a download code for his earlier album called Tenebre. Maybe we'll give that a few minutes too to check that out. But so we're gonna start Fragments right now, and as I said, I have not checked it out. I've not listened to a single second of this artist's music, so this is pretty exciting. So here we go. The first song is called Dawn. Hopefully you can hear it fine on my speaker here. So this is gonna be sort of a review reaction video. I should probably also Where's the original email he sent to me? I'm going to read the original email he sent me. That'll make this a little more interesting too, perhaps. Right. So, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name, sir. The artist behind Uppgrusen is Lorenthu Christian Danu. So this is what he wrote to me originally. Hello, Joseph. My name is Lorenthu, and I am a pretty big longtime follower of your YouTube channel, and just to keep my email short and concise, I'm also a hobbyist dark ambient composer. I suppose you receive a lot of requests like this, you are correct, but if you can spare a little of your time and share your insight on my creations, I can say without a doubt that I will forever remain in your debt. So, he kind of goes on, just tells me a little about the album. All of the track titles are actually in Romanian, which is his native country, native tongue, and in the email he actually shows what they are in English and all that kind of stuff, which is cool. Let's see here. So blah blah blah. I apologize for my late reply because I'm horrible at replying to emails. So he sends me some download codes, which, as I just showed, I just downloaded. So yeah, let's take a look at the Bandcamp site too. Then of course, so there's the front cover of Uppgrusen's I don't know how to say it. The album cover for Fragments, and it is a 4-song EP. All the songs are over 5 minutes long. The last one itself is a little over 17 minutes long. And the album was released on October 8th, 2021. And I was actually the first one to download it, which is and I know as a small independent artist, it's always frustrating on Bandcamp because you spend a lot of time putting an album together, and you really hope that you're going to get some people buying it. And I did notice that he had the album kind of priced kind of high, and it's just my opinion that if you're a new artist, keep the price down. Maybe $2 to $3 for a full album, maybe $1 for an EP. This is just my personal opinion. If you want people to check out your music, because I believe, if I remember correctly, he was charging €8 for the full album. I think it was €6 for this EP. So that's my first thing I'm going to say, just to Uppgrusen and all other small independent artists that are just starting up, to definitely kind of keep the prices down if you want people to actually buy the album. So I'm sitting here checking this out, and I'm definitely digging this. This is some pretty, I guess what I would say, straightforward dark ambient music, really. Dark, murky, and mysterious sounding. I'm picking up on these horror vibes, kind of. It's not a serious horror vibe, but it's definitely got that dark kind of horror element to it, and the song's called Dawn, so it kind of has that feeling of something evil on the dawn, and something's coming, something's on the horizon. It's not good. It's very creepy, very bad. This sounds like, I can sort of, when I listen to this, I can sort of picture like people just waiting on the edge of town, like just seeing something horrible come into their town. It's not going to be good, man. It's going to be bad. This is really creepy stuff. I like it. I'm trying to think of an artist to compare this to, but nothing's immediately popping to mind. I mean, by default, I could say this sounds a bit like Kammerheit or Svartsen or Lustmord. It's got that very minimal dark ambient drone vibe to it, with like I said, the kind of subtle horrorness to it. But yeah, I'm definitely checking this out. Or I am checking it out. I'm enjoying it, is what I'm trying to say. Right. Well, let's check out the next song then. See if the vibes are similar or if something different. Alright, so the second song is called Liquid Tension. And it's kind of hard doing dark ambient reaction videos because it's not like all the well, the other people on the internet who do reaction videos to like popular rock and metal songs, because obviously in those circumstances, it's there's a bass line or a guitar solo or something. Obviously, dark ambient's a whole different sonic beast, and it takes a long time for a song to evolve. So I can't just go like, "Oh my God, I love this," or "I hate it," or whatever. It's something definitely different. But I mean, I guess, like, when it comes to dark ambient music, I'm a fan of a lot of stuff. I wouldn't, I can say this right now, if I had heard this and if I had known a physical album was available, I probably wouldn't jump on buying a physical album, but I definitely would listen to this and enjoy this. This is definitely the type of dark ambient music I like to listen to when I'm relaxing, reading, and, that kind of stuff. I could definitely see this being music I can listen to when I'm trying to pass into sleep, when I'm having insomnia. So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. I mean, definitely, more minimal dark ambient music going here. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. I'm also drinking a delicious beer called Black Forest Cherry Chocolate Stout. And you guys know I've always been a pretty big, beer guy in these videos, and this is fantastic. If you've not tried this, it's great. It's, I wouldn't mind if it was a little more sweeter, but they really got that flavor pretty well done here. I like it. Good stuff. Very creamy too. It's nitro. It reminds me of Guinness. Very, very creamy, very delicious. Yeah. What are you guys drinking? All right. So we're looking at liquid tension here, and there's no tension drinking this here. It's liquidly going down easily. Alright, so this song is kind of in a more experimental vein I kind of get. Maybe a little more drony. Yeah. I just want to fast forward through the song just to see if it kind of evolves into something differently over the course of its 7 minutes. Okay, so this one's kind of sticking a similar vibe, very, a little more slightly noisy, drony, dark music, yeah. Sounds like Liquid Tension. And then the third song is called The Void. Alright, so once again we're kind of bringing back those horror vibes of the first song. Yeah. Something much more creepy going on in this song. Very dark, abysmal sounding ambient music here. Very cavernous, very yeah, I mean, I can, like, in my mind I can picture like people walking through like an ill-lighted path or a cave or something. Just this music kind of playing as I traverse. It's really very cool. I haven't listened to a couple songs now from this project. The only thing I think I'm kind of not digging is that it's maybe, I don't want to say this is a bad thing, but maybe it's too minimal. I don't know if a lot of people these days are really into the more minimal dark ambient. I think so many people have been gotten so into like the cryo chamber sound, the more cinematic sound. They want more field recordings and more melodic characteristics, which in a lot of ways has kind of blurred the lines of what exactly is dark ambient. Because I think sometimes the cryo chamber releases kind of go way too far down that rabbit hole of being more soundtrack music than actually dark ambient music. But this definitely has a more of an old school vibe. This is definitely more what I would call like true dark ambient, or old school dark ambient. Very yeah, man, just really great stuff. I mean, this also reminds me a little bit of have you guys heard Control Bleeding? They had an album called The Poisoner back in like '96 or '97. It kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, definitely those real minimal, classic kind of dark ambient vibes to it. So, all right, so that's The Void. I'm gonna check out one more song for this reaction review video. This is Tenebre. This is the 17-minute song. So yeah, as we can see, this song is once again, continuing the vibes from the previous song and all the other earlier songs too. Very minimal, very soundscape-ish. Yeah. It's weird because dark ambient's that weird sort of genre of music where like it's okay to fall asleep while you listen to it. And, no other genre of music is that acceptable, but dark ambient's one of those weird genres where, like, if I put this on, I fell asleep, man, that'd be awesome, Stuff like this haunts my dreams, and when I have insomnia, it helps me get to sleep, and fortunately, I have insomnia a lot, so I basically, every night before I go to bed, I have to drug myself with sleeping pills, just to make sure I actually sleep, and, right now, with my life being so busy with work and everything else going on, I have to sleep, so I have to take the sleeping pills, so, yeah. But, I have really weird dreams, too, when I take the sleeping pills. It's kind of fun. I had this weird dream about, being in the jungle with John Voight the other day, and a giant python was chasing us. I think maybe some of you know what I'm referencing. There's an old movie from like 97 or 98 called Anaconda. I believe it's got, John Voight, I want to say Ice Cube is in it, I think. I don't know, I can't remember. But anyway, I had a dream I was in that movie and a giant snake was chasing me, which is really weird because I don't normally really dream at all. If I do, I don't remember it. So, yeah. Okay, so this is the last one. I'm just curious again, to kind of fast forward, and I can't remember my password for my phone. I'll just kind of fast forward here. I just want to see if this song changes up at all during its 17 minutes. Pretty much, looking like it stays the same. Very minimal, slowly evolving dark ambient music. Okay, so yeah, that's the Fragments EP from Uppgrusen. The artist also provided a number of download codes for me, which I'm going to appear on the screen here. It would be really cool if you guys use these download codes and check out the albums and showed the artist a little support. I'm sure he would appreciate it immensely, and if you use a download code, just make sure you write in the comments that you've used it so people don't go crazy, trying to add it to their collection or whatever. So, obviously a couple codes for each of the albums here I'm making appear magically. Look at the magic. It's awesome. Yeah. So use those download codes. Check out Uppgrusen, and thank you once again for reaching out and sending me these codes, man. I'm enjoying this stuff, so hell yeah. Alright guys, we're moving on here, and the next artist up is Michael Oscillate. Michael, he sent me a message on Facebook a while ago. Let's check out what he says. So he sent this on October 10th, so as I said, I've been kind of dragging my ass to get this video done. So here's what he said. Welcome, Yosef. The time has finally come. My new album has been released. Hyperbolic, Hypnosis of Luminescence is available for the first time as an audio CD in a beautiful digipack, and of course on all major streaming platforms as well on Bandcamp. For the visual lovers, I have attached the latest music videos that have already been published. I would be very happy if you listen to the album or watch one of the videos. I have not watched the videos, but I definitely will, Michael. If I have bothered you, I apologize in advance, and you can ignore my messages without comment. Well, I did comment back, and we'll definitely we'll check it out now. So this is Michael Oscillate, and he had sent me some download codes, but none of them work. So I'm just playing this off of Bandcamp now. This is his album Hyperbolic, Hypnosis of Luminescence, which you can see the cover there if my phone would freaking focus on it. Okay, there we go. You can see the album cover there and the Bandcamp page. Thank you very much. So check out the first song, which Thermodynamic Redox is the name of it. And, well, this is what Michael had to say about this album. Back with another full-length release, Michael Oscillate brings chaos and order together in a yin and yang formation in his 8-track album, Hyperbolic Hypnosis of Luminescence. The compelling artwork is enough to capture one's attention, and the music behind it is sure to make listeners want to stick around. As mentioned, the album tackles both chaos, D-O-R, this must be the song title? Oh yeah, so he's mentioning the song titles. So as mentioned, the album tackles both chaos and order, but also goes on to combine features like spoken word that are yet to be explored through Oscillate's extensive catalog. Oscillate toes the line between melody and dissonance in an innovative display of talent and creativity in what is perhaps his most complete project yet. The inspired choices of audio sampling make for an auditory experience that just about covers the entire spectrum of human emotion in an album that is almost as philosophical as it is musical. The overall composition of the album is not unlike a good life itself, with moments of peace and moments of chaos and uncertainty that all combine to capture the beauty of our existence. And it was released October 1st, 2021. The artist behind Michael Oscillate is Michael Bargin, and he is from Austria. Not knowing really much about Michael, it looks like he has had already a couple of releases out. I believe that's the EPs, but he's been going since April of 2020, so obviously being stuck at home, the pandemic inspired him to create, which is awesome. There's been a lot of people that made albums during the whole lockdown thing, which I guess to some degree is still going on in some countries. I don't know. But it looks like he's had albums released in both CD and cassette format. I'm assuming these are all self-releases. Let's see. Limited to 100 copies, only 30 available. That's interesting. That's the Drone to Home album, which was released earlier in March. And the Hyperbolic Hypnosis album is available in a lovely digipack. Check that out if you like. Yeah. So yeah, we are listening to Michael Oscillate here, and it's good to see an independent artist who's releasing their music in a tangible form, a physical format. You don't see a lot of new artists doing that, so it's cool to see that right from the get-go. But it looks like since April of 2020, Michael has had 8 releases already. This being his most recent, of course. I'm just kind of curious about some of these other ones, if they're EPs. Oh, they're all kind of full albums. You made that down. That was really short songs. Interesting. Allison Wonderland, 1915 soundtrack. So looks like he's got some full albums, some EPs. Obviously, he's very inspired right now. He's creating a lot of music in the past year. That's just a single. Okay, so maybe it's another album I thought. But that's another full album. Very short songs in this one. It's called Silent Alice. Deep into the Castle. That's a single track. That one there. So yeah, some full albums, some EPs. This is more of an EP, this one. It's the Drone Who. But let's focus our attention on Hyperbolic Hypnosis. Hyperbolic Hypnosis of Luminescence. So what we got here? We got basically, I'm going to turn this down just slightly bit so I can't hear myself. What we got here? We have dark drone ambient with a bit of an experimental and noisy kind of touch to it. Yeah, I mean, pretty cool stuff. I'm gonna skip around the next track. I'll see what that sounds like. Yeah, definitely. This one's a little more droney, a little more of that kind of classic, old school dark ambient sound kind of going here, but still a little bit of an experimental touch. Check out that beer, baby. Yeah, that's good stuff. What you guys drinking? I know I already mentioned that, but let me know if in case you forgot to comment that in the comments. Alright. Some of the comments on the album are, wow, what a journey. DOR Gone is my fave track. 3 listens now and still enjoying it. Someone also commented, deep, sensory, translucent experience. Yeah, I just listening to this little bit of this album that I've had so far. This is it's definitely an album that's kind of, I think it'd be really great if you were, a little high or something. Really, really cool stuff. So let's see what this 4th track is like, since that seems to be people's favorites. DOR Gone is the title of this song. So on this one, kind of taking things again in kind of a more minimal direction, droney. You know, the tough thing about doing a reaction view with dark ambient is when you haven't listened to it yet, there's, well, I mean, it's, as I said before, it's not like typical music. You can't just be like, oh, that riff is cool or whatever. It's so different. Oh, man. But I'm digging. I mean, I'm definitely going to sit down and listen to this album in full after I get done with this video, or, probably actually tomorrow at work, because I'm on the road all day, and I got my, as I said, my Bluetooth speaker with me, so we'll definitely be checking this stuff out. Oh, man. Pretty cool. So, probably going to end this one here, but that's, that's Michael Oscillate, just a little glimpse of his sound, kind of somewhere between experimental dark ambient and minimalist drone soundscape music. Who knows what the rest of the songs of this album sound like. Here, I'm actually going to click on this 5th song called Lonely Souls because it's only 2 minutes long. I'm just kind of curious. So something just slightly a little more melodic, I guess. A little more uplifting, perhaps. Cheery. Yeah, I mean, as it goes with more experimental ambient music, it's, pretty diverse from track to track as I've discovered listening to this album. Anyway, just to reiterate, the album's available both digitally and as a digipack. It's like he's charging €10 for the digipack and $5 for digital. So if anything you've heard in the past several months seems interesting to you, definitely check it out. Michael did give me some extra download codes to use, but none of them worked for me, so I guess it won't work for you either. So I can't provide you any extra ones, but nevertheless, check it out. This is Michael Oscillate and his latest album, Hyperbolic, Hypnosis of Luminescence. Alright, so one more album we're going to check out in this review, reaction, improvisation, review thing. So, here's the email I received on December 3rd. Hello, love your channel, thank you. Me and my buds have just put out a record that is, at least to me, a dark ambient album. They call it deep listening or timbral exploration, and I think those are valid takes too, but for me, in my head while I was contributing, it was a dark ambient album. We worked on this thing on and off for 2 years. It has found a new home at CMNTX Records, which is great. I would love to hear or see your thoughts. Don't let the cover art fool you. It's not some sugary indie pop. And I replied to him, but he never replied to me, and that was like over a week ago, so I don't know. So I guess you get a gift here of me actually reviewing it. Yeah. So this is Hum, and this is by, what the heck's, I don't know what the artist's name is. So the artist, it's 3 artists, Alex Rain Gray, Mark G, and Vicky Leona Nguyen. They are the creators of this album. Here is the information on the Bandcamp site. Hum is a collaborative effort between composers Mark Guguri, Alex Rain Gray, and Vicky Leona Nguyen, who met as classmates at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. The album was composed and recorded in a single afternoon at Guguri's home in Nashville, Tennessee in the summer of 2019. The creative foundation was the scavenging and building of instruments between the 3 composers. The work is structured in 3 sections derived from this collection: bowed metals, strings, and struck metals. These sections dovetail with one another, forming one extensive evolution through different sound environments. The resulting textures range from thin and delicate to dense washes of sound. As a special edition, the record is available in a binaural headphone mix by immersive audio engineer Toshi Suruo at Ecotone Lab. I didn't pronounce their last name right, as you can probably guess. This is Hum, and as they sort of pointed out, the cover is very misleading. It's way too colorful for a dark ambient release. Yeah. Curiously, it's not the only dark ambient release in my Bandcamp collection with an astronaut on it. Sumatran Black has a astronaut in one of their covers, which is a really good project from Turkey, which I highly suggest you guys check out if you haven't already. But yeah, more astronauts, very colorful astronauts here. But as you can kind of see from listening, we are definitely dealing with something much more bleak and soundscape-ish, and again, kind of, you know, taking it back to that sort of, you know, straightforward, old school, dark ambient sound. It's interesting that only one of the composers was actually kind of familiar with dark ambient, or at least that was the vibe I was getting from the email he sent me, whereas the other two, I guess, were not familiar with dark ambient music. Yeah. I like it though. God damn it, my beer's done. Yeah, this is again, this is you know, the kind of stuff I like listening to when I'm relaxing, and when that insomnia kicks in. It's stuff like this helps me get back to sleep. Unless there's some like really dramatic moment in the song, and it's I don't know if there's going to be. There might be. It's a single track, 30-minute song, so I'm really curious to see how this song evolves. So, yeah, just for kind of curiosity, I want to fast forward a little just to see how this song transitions. So now we're at the 14-minute mark, and obviously things are becoming a bit more intense. Yeah. In a weird sort of way, this actually reminds me of some of my own kind of longer soundscapes, like the Buried Alive in Mud EP, or yeah, that's weird. I mean, if I influence someone, that's cool, but I don't know, man. Pretty cool. I'm just, I'm hearing this, I'm just thinking like it kind of sounds like that. Obviously, this is a piece that's going to evolve over its 30-minute duration. That's cool, as a good single track should do. God damn it. Alright, so just, you know, for the sake of making this video interesting, if you haven't already turned it off, let's just fast forward a little bit further. We're now at 22 minutes, and as you can see now, the song's kind of evening out. It's kind of, you know, kind of balancing itself. It's, yeah. I dig it. I dig it. Well done, Alex Ring, Mark, Vicky. Good job. I think it's interesting that, you know, you have three composers coming together here who are, they're creating dark ambient and drone music, but maybe they don't actually know they're creating dark ambient music. Maybe, I think it's really interesting, because I remember, like, Bruce from God by Disconnect, he told me that before he started making his albums, he had never heard of dark ambient. He was more inspired by like horror soundtracks and stuff like that. He didn't know dark ambient was even a thing until he started releasing his music, and obviously found himself on the biggest dark ambient label in the whole entire world. Crowd Chamber, that is. Yeah, but you know, like I said before, you know, the Michael Oscillate, this is definitely something I'm gonna sit down and listen to, give it a much more deep listening. But you know, what I've heard in these past several minutes is pretty cool stuff. I definitely like it, and if you are interested, I would definitely say look it up. The album's actually really expensive. It's $10. Jeez. But several people bought it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people have bought it, so that's cool. You know, but again, I feel like some newer artists, they're charging way too much for their albums. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, but I think you would have more sales and more people ultimately buying your album if the price was cheaper. But then again, this is released on this CMNTX Records, which is I guess a digital label from New York. A New York City-based and artist-run label committed to supporting the music and careers of artists who are defining their own craft. Okay. And other than this release, all they've released is a compilation of various artists, some of which have the artists from this collaboration on here, so that's kind of cool. Interesting. Well, anyway, that's Hum by Alex Ringray, Mark G, and Vicky Leona Nguyen. Alright guys, well thanks for checking out a new video on this channel. I know it's been a while and I apologize for that, but it kind of is what it is, I guess. Just be as honest with you as I can. My little sabbatical again has been fruitful in other ways. I've been able to dive into other hobbies, and I haven't felt the pressure of creating videos, which was something I've noted in all of my, various times in the past that was causing me a lot of stress and anxiety. So I hazard to say this, but it will probably be a while before I get another video up, but we'll see. Inspiration comes and goes. We'll see what the reaction to this video is and all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. This is Joseph signing off from the Noctilucant. What is this channel called? I don't know, whatever. See you next time.